Hey everybody, and welcome to the Tracy Williams Show. This is Peep. Say hi, Peep. So we had some big news this week. We have been incubating chicken eggs for the last 3 weeks, so I decided to take all of my little videos that I shared on Facebook and make them into a show and show you how we incubate eggs. So here we go. Okay, so my friend Wyatt brought me 30 chicken eggs, and they're leghorn. So that's a leghorn rooster, and this is a leghorn hen. And those are the kind of chickens that lay the eggs that you have at the grocery store, the big white ones. Here is a younger version of that bird that I have. Okay, so you start off, you put all of your eggs into the incubator, and it does have a egg turner that'll rotate those eggs very slowly throughout the day so that the chicks do not stick to the eggs. And it takes 21 days. You put some water in that incubator to keep the humidity up. This is day 7, and you can see how it's starting to grow in there, and you can see the little veins and where the chick is starting to grow. This is an egg that is not any good. You can't see any type of veins at all, so that's a dud, so we removed it. Okay, here we are at day 15, and out of 30 eggs, 3 of them are bad so far. So I'm checking them here, and you can see how some of them are moving in there. This is really fun to do because when you see them move, you're like, oh, it's really working. Very exciting. So I try to do this like once a week and see how they're doing. Okay, so we're about 3 days until hatching. So what you do now is you open this incubator and you take out the egg turner and just put all the eggs on the rack so that they can start hatching in 3 days. So that's what I'll do now. Okay, so now they are just sitting in here in the incubator, and you do add a little bit extra water because you want the humidity to be up. So add a little extra water to the incubator, and I will show you what they look like here. So we're almost done here. Let's see if I can get a better one. See, it's filling up from the last time. Let's see if I can find one that's moving. See it moving in there? So it's Thursday night right now, and they should hatch Saturday and Sunday. Okay, this is how they start. They just do a little bitty pip on the egg, and that could stay for hours like that. We have chicks this morning. So last night, went to bed, no chicks. This morning, look at all these chicks. We still have a bunch to come. Aww. And what's interesting is they'll just get all fluffy. Like this one, probably one of the first ones. See how it's a lot more fluffy. All right, more to come. Okay, so I wanted to show you how the chick, she's in the egg and he chips the egg all the way around a circle, always on that bigger, fatter end of the egg. And he just keeps going, and then it can take hours and hours and hours for him to do that. And then in the end, he'll push that side out and he'll hatch. Okay, I got a good footage here of a little chick hatching. I did speed up this video, so it'll go a little bit quicker for you. It takes a while. The original video is about 2 minutes for him to get out of this egg, or it could be her. But basically, once they chip around that edge, you can see that they use all their strength and they push out of the egg. Fascinating and just really, really fun to watch. Super cool. So I ended up having 18 chicks. This is just a portion of them. You leave them in the incubator for about a day, and then you switch out and you take them over into your brooder pen. And so this is just a water trough that we used to use for cattle. And we have these warmers here, and the chicks can go under there and get warmed up. We used to use a light, but if that falls down in there, it could catch on fire. So I've switched to these warmers where they can just go under the plate, and those are a lot safer. And then as they get bigger, you can raise those and make them taller for them. So you got their food and their water, and they're just happy little chicks. Fun, fun, fun. So if you've ever raised any type of livestock, you know that it's ups and downs. And so the next day I did find this one little chick underneath all the little chicks underneath that warmer, and it was cold. So I took it out and I thought it was dead, but then when I was like touching its wing, it started to move. So I put it back into the incubator and to see, it's kind of like in the NICU, try to warm it up and see if it'll get better. Okay, so I've had this little chick back in the incubator. Found it this morning very cold out in with the other chicks. It was under a pile of chicks. I don't know how it ended up cold, but I thought it was dead. But it is not dead. And then I noticed that his little foot was all curled up and he wasn't using it. So I've seen this on the internet where you make a little splint for the chick. So I'm hoping that will help him with his little foot. But as you can see, he's got a lot more energy this evening. Cheeping. So I think hopefully he'll be better. I put a little food in here for him. So we will see. Okay, well that's how we incubate chicken eggs. So I wanted to show you again, this is our rooster. That's what we're trying to grow. Those were all leghorn chicks. So that's what they will end up with if they're a male. And of course we have Bubbles. Gotta have Bubbles on the show. And he likes to come around and see me every evening. There's some of my other chickens. And so hopefully within about 6 months, those other chicks will grow up and be this size. And then we'll have eggs. Those leghorns are what you have at the eggs from the grocery store are from a leghorn. So we will see. Thanks for watching.